Tell me if it's too loud for you guys. My volume was on blast. But like, tell me if it's too loud for you guys.
This was 4 years ago when I was an 18-year-old college student, and where I'm from, May is finals month. I spent yet another
Nah,
late
my
night in the
finals
campus
month's in
library until
June.
closing time, which in May is 11 p.m. instead of 10 p.m. since everyone's up late studying.
Yeah, no,
I
why
had to call
be
an
at
Uber to my
2?
off-campus apartment since I had arrived with a friend who left hours before me and I didn't have my car with me.
Alright.
I was out in the library parking lot.
Yo, tell me the
at
volume's
11:15
fine,
when
guys.
Uber pulled up. It was a gray Toyota Camry. The driver's name was Adam. He greeted me as normal, and I sat in the back seat diagonal from him.
I don't think you heard the
He looked to
story.
be in his
He said like there was
mid-40s.
two like new
For the
stories.
first 5 minutes of the ride, there were no words exchanged between the two of us.
Have I heard this? I don't think I've
Then he
heard this
started
one.
to ask me questions. His first question was if I was a student, which seemed a rather pointless question since I was just picked up from a college library. Next, he asked how my classes are going, then how old I was. I didn't like that question. I lied and said I was 23 instead of 18.
Oh,
At this
stay
point,
far.
I noticed he would constantly
Scary
look at
gang.
me through
Turn
the
it up a
rearview
little.
mirror as he spoke.
But
And when he would finish what he was saying,
it's
he
at
had this really
100.
creepy smirk on his face.
The thing's at 100,
His
bro.
questions were getting a little too
I think
personal for
yeah,
someone
that's
whose sole
I can basically do
relationship
like
with
that.
me was supposed to be my driver for 10 to 15 minutes.
I mean,
He asked how my dating life at school is, and as much as I wanted to just flat out ignore his question, I said
What?
it wasn't bad. I should have lied and said I had a boyfriend, but for whatever reason I didn't think of saying that.
yeah, you should have
He
said he had a
transitioned from
boyfriend.
questions to making comments, like that he used to be a huge cheater in college and asked if I ever
Alright.
cheated. I nervously laughed and said once or twice. He then made it
Nervously
even weirder
laughed.
for no surprise and asked if I'd ever cheated on a boyfriend.
Oh.
I said no. At this point,
he
we were
wants-
stopped at a red light. I tried my best to avoid looking at
80 said sheesh. Yo, can I even do it? Like, I don't think my vocal cords can do it, but like, we're gonna try it. Sheesh! I can't do it,
the
bro.
rearview
I don't think
mirror.
my
I was
vocal
too
cords can do
curious and
that.
Snuck a peek. He was
Shout about
looking
some
at me.
snacks, though.
He made a comment that I was very pretty. I knew it was coming eventually, and it still was incredibly
Ooh,
creepy.
he's hitting on you.
I didn't acknowledge it. There were 2 minutes left in the ride when I noticed he made a left turn and
Okay, wait. But I just want to like tell chat real quick. Like, just take it in. This would have been like this would have been way worse if this person. Okay, I still don't know the gender. Like, it could. I know he said like he has a girlfriend or what. Yeah, I mean he has a boyfriend, but like still we don't know if, like this guy's sexuality. But like, anyways, I'm just gonna call them they because I still don't know the gender. Like, I'm not gonna assume genders or anything. But just imagine if this person was in high school. Like, this would have been like a whole different story. This would have just been super dramatic. This would be so bad.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Since it's college, it's like kind of. I mean, you're gonna see like creeps like that, but like if it's high school, like damn, that's gonna scare me.
instead of a right turn at one of the intersections.
Who is bringing you
So
to
I
your
spoke
house?
up and told him he went the wrong way.
He's bringing you to his
He
house.
said he knows. He just has to stop at his place real quick to get something.
Oh
I
no,
asked him to
nah,
please
nah,
just drop me
nah,
off first,
nah,
But he insisted his house was a minute away.
nah, bro.
Apparently it was.
Nah.
He stopped
Yeah,
in
that's
front
how
of
you
the
get
house and said, "We're
canceled."
here." Then he turned to me and asked if I
Nah.
wanted to come in, saying he had alcohol and food in case I wanted to.
What the? Assuming genders? I'm not assuming genders. Like, I know the person said they have a boyfriend or whatever, but like, you know, you don't know the sexuality, so that's why I'm not assuming genders. But like, this guy drove to his house first. Like, the moment like you're at his house, I'm out of the car. Like, I ain't waiting. Like, if he gets out the car, I'll get out the car too, and I'm dashing out. Like, you're in the neighborhood, right? So like, if he pulls out a gun, at least like someone might see him. But then again, like, it's night. But I'd rather run for my life than wait in the car and like see what happens. If I was really bold, and I think if I was in the situation, I probably would have, because I would have valued my life over some of my limbs. But like, if he's bringing to my house and he was getting a little bit more aggressive, I would have just jumped off the car. Like, I would have just opened the car and jumped out. Like, I got a life, bro. I ain't dealing with this. I have so much to live for. I'm jumping out of the car and I'm out.
Release some stress after studying. I didn't even know what to say. I wanted to get out of the car and
Yeah,
run,
get
but I was
out.
scared to. I said, please just take me home. He chuckled and said he'd be right back. He went into his house.
No, that's when you
I got
go.
out from the car and started to
Yeah,
run.
that's when you go.
No, I didn't think he had plans to murder me, but something was off about him and the situation.
He
and I
offered
just
you
wanted to get out of there.
alcohol. Like, chances are
Minutes
that
later,
thing
I
was
felt my
drugged.
phone vibrate. It
Yes,
was a
your phone.
message from Adam the driver saying,
Mhm.
you know I have your address, hot stuff. That just made me run even faster.
Oh,
I
damn.
canceled the ride just so he wouldn't be able to contact me anymore. I made it back to my apartment in a few minutes. Running with my backpack was hard, but
he
thank
saved
God
your
I did my
thing.
cardio.
He saved your address,
My apartment
bro.
was the left side of a duplex. That Adam guy wasn't parked in front of my house by the time I got there.
Oh, thank
so I
God.
hoped maybe he just wouldn't come.
Maybe.
I filled out a form on Uber.com titled Report a Serious Incident with a Driver, and I just gave all the details of the trip and included a screenshot of his message threatening that he had my address. Uber contacted me the next day, stating the driver was removed from the platform and should there be any further contact, that I should contact the authorities.
Yeah, like what? Like what are they gonna do, bro? What are they gonna do? Like they ain't gonna do nothing, and I'm just being truthful. Like they'll just remove him. That's it. He still knows your address. But like if you live in an apartment, I say that you're kind of safe, ish. Just because if you live in like a big apartment, he'll just know the building. Maybe if it's like multiple buildings, that's even more safer. Because like pretend like there's let's say 15 flights, not 15 flights, 15 floors, and there's two buildings. So like, and there's about 50 rooms in each floor. That's gonna take a long time figuring out which room is yours. So you're basically lucky. The only thing I would be afraid of is leaving the apartment, because maybe you would be like waiting outside. But like that's pretty much it.
Night when my roommate wasn't home because she was spending the night with the guy she was talking to, there was a knock at the front door followed by the doorbell.
He found your
It was like 8 to
apartment.
9 p.m. So it was kind of late for solicitors or anything.
I don't think it's like a big apartment.
I called through the door.
It might have just been like a
The
townhouse.
man's
Then.
voice on the other side said, "I found something that belongs to you."
Ooh,
I
no,
asked, "Who
don't
is
open
this,
door.
and what did you find?"
Adam.
Their response was, "Just open up, I'll show you."
No,
The
no,
voice was
no,
familiar.
no.
I
Bro,
looked
I
through the window next to the door, and I saw Adam the Uber driver hiding to the side of the door like he was
What the
pressed
hell?
flat up against the wall, and he was holding something. I couldn't tell what.
A gun.
I ran for my
A
phone
knife.
to call 911, and sparing them all the details, I just begged for police to get to my apartment immediately.
Man was probably
By the
gone
time
by
police
then.
arrived in
He was
front
probably
of the
gone. He was
duplex,
gone.
The knocks had long since stopped.
He's gone.
He was gone. At
Yeah,
least off the
why is
front
he
porch.
waiting, bro? Why are you waiting
But I
5
imagine
minutes?
He saw the police cars in front of the house because
Oh.
he never returned after that.
Oh, that's
There
good.
was this whole following up
That's
with the
good.
Uber report and the police now. But since there was no proof that it was Adam at the front door, I couldn't even press charges.
Huh.
The semester was over anyway. The lease was up, and I moved back home for summer. I left no trace for that Adam guy to ever find me again.
He found you,
At
bitch.
least, I don't think I did.
I would just move like states. If that actually happened to me, like I would just move across states. Especially if you live in a small town, like he's eventually gonna find you again. So I'd rather like live somewhere, like in a different state. And I don't mean like across the country. I mean like maybe like 1 or 2 states, and in a big city. So like, it's even less likely for him to find me. All these people do not want to be named. They shall not be named.
This story still haunts me to this day. Almost every day.
Almost every day.
I used to be an Uber driver as my second job, usually late at night, like bar closing hours.
Oh.
It was a Saturday night around 3 a.m. I was a couple hours into my Uber driving night, and I got a call from across town to pick someone up on a street corner.
I think I heard this. I might have heard
Came
this
some
one.
guy,
Maybe.
African American, mid-20s. He had dreadlocks. I noticed a small
Nah,
tattoo on
never
his
mind.
neck.
This one
It
doesn't
didn't
sound
look much
familiar.
longer than that. I asked how his night's going, and he just grunted. Happens. Not everyone's super friendly.
Not everyone's super
I confirmed
friendly.
the address he gave me, which appeared to be a house, and he just said yeah. About a minute into the drive, he got a little aggressive and concerned that I apparently made a wrong turn because he thought
Huh?
I was taking a longer route. I assured him that I was just following the route that the app was giving me, and he calmed down.
I mean,
10
I would
seconds
just.
later,
I will put
he
my
asked me if I'm
GPS
feeling
on.
lucky.
Like I'll put it
I
out
asked,
for
"What
him
do
to
you mean?"
hear.
He follows that with, I mean, how much do you value your life, son? Nobody really values what they got.
bro, bro. If someone actually asked me that, I would got goosebumps. Cause I've seen this stuff happen before. I've seen like serial killers and psychopaths ask these type of questions, and I'm like, if someone asks me like, do you value your life, and just meet him in the car, I'll be like, um, I value my life well. So if you want to kill me, please don't, because I have a future that I want to achieve. Okay, so please, let me just take you to destination. I won't tell anyone about you. Um, just don't harm me.
I didn't like where this was going.
Yeah, I would have
I
already
responded
got
that I
five.
appreciate my life and kids every single day.
Oh, you got
He went
kids.
silent after that for a
You
while.
got kids,
Then he
bro.
started saying some things at such a low volume that I didn't know if he was talking to me
I
or
don't
not.
want to do anything bad.
So I asked, what was that? He replied, nothing, fool. Just get me to where I gotta be.
Oh.
Where is it we're heading anyway? He replied, I just gotta take care of some unfinished business.
Okay, I think I know. I think I heard this one then. I think I actually heard this one. I might spoil it for like people that are watching the stream. If you're watching the video right now, like this one's gonna be like a highlight. But if you're watching the video, you have a chance of not. You could probably skip ahead if I don't cut it out. But basically, um, he's gonna pull up to like some dead end road, and then he's gonna like get out, and then he's gonna tell the driver to get out. I think the way the story ended was like this guy just drives out. Like he doesn't get out of the car. He just like really once he gets out, he starts driving out too. I'm not sure if I'm remembering this right or not, because like there were a bunch of stories that were similar to this. But apparently one of them, a guy left a bag inside the car, and the guy didn't open the bag until authorities came to check it, and he never really was told what was inside it. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's this story or not, but I remember I saw a story about like a guy that just found something.
He really didn't know what
He
to
got
make of that answer. But I wasn't looking to continue that conversation.
If it's a dead end
or dig
road,
any
I
deeper than I had already done.
kind of get it.
We pulled up to some corner in a rather poverty-stricken area. Not an area I typically did any drop-offs or pickups.
Oh, it's not a dead end road.
The guy said, "Ike, can you wait here for me?" I froze for a second, confused.
He's a getaway car?
Ride back somewhere? He replied, "Yeah, this'll be quick. I just gotta take care of some unfinished business first." I didn't want to drive this guy anywhere else, and I had a feeling whatever he was about to do in this house wasn't good.
Yo,
Based on his
chat.
unfinished
Like, if
business
you guys are in
comment.
chat, just comment down.
I didn't want to be
I'm
the getaway
really social.
driver after some kind of fight or altercation.
Yeah,
So I said, "Yeah, I'll be waiting here."
and he just
But
drives
I had
off.
no intentions of waiting. The ride was marked as complete on my end anyway.
So he just drives off.
He shut the car door and approached the house, but he wasn't approaching the front door. He went to the back of the house by the backyard.
Oh hell no!
I
Oh
didn't
no!
stick around after that. I drove off
Nah.
after about 20 seconds, slowly and
I'll
quietly.
memorize
so
the
he didn't
I'll
get
memorize
too
the
far.
address, bro,
I chose
and
to end
call
my
the
shift
cops.
that night right then and there. I was pretty sketched out.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like predict what's going on right now. Oh, we're almost on the video. This is like the first one. We're almost finished. But basically, I'm just gonna like throw it out there. I'm just gonna throw this like guess out there. Basically, he's gonna go. He's gonna go on the news. He's gonna see the guy was attempting to rob a house, and then it was the house that he dropped him off at, and he'll get goosebumps. That's what I'm guessing.
The next day, I heard something on the news that changed the
I
plan
guessed
for
it
me forever.
right, bro. I guessed
There
it
were
right.
two people shot in their home in the town I dropped that guy
Oh.
off the night before. As the news report went on, they showed a picture of the suspected shooter, and it was the guy I dropped off at
Did
that
they ever
house.
find them?
He was apprehended fleeing the scene not too far away after neighbors reported hearing gunshots.
Did he survive?
The shooting was suspected to be
survive?
gang-related.
Oh,
I have forever blamed myself for this, partially. Having
Yeah.
been the one to drive someone with intentions of murdering people.
Yeah,
to
it's
his
kind of your
destination
fault.
to commit his
You were,
heinous
like,
acts.
the driver.
People have told me if it wasn't me, it would have been another Uber driver. But I still can't help but feel partially to blame for this and not picking up on the red flags in that car ride.
Okay, but the good thing is that you didn't wait for him. You went with your instincts and you left. Cause if you stayed, you would have been charged as well. You might have not have intention of helping it out, but you would still would have been charged because you were the getaway driver. So just take it in that you made a good choice of just ditching him. I would have ditched him too. I would not be waiting. Like I'm not being I ain't getting myself involved in like whatever drama you're in. I don't want to get involved at all. All right, some guy named Chief.
It was a stormy night, the first thunderstorm of the year. This was after my night shift ended at 4 a.m., and I had to call a Lyft to the train station since I didn't have my car at the time.
Damn,
I
imagine
waited outside
working
the place I
night.
bartended
I
at
feel
the
bad
time,
for y'all
under
that
the
work
front
night
patio
shifts.
to avoid getting
Like
soaked.
I could never
The car
work
pulled down the empty
until
street
4
and
o'clock.
stopped in
I'll
front
be
of the
sleeping
bar.
on the
I
job.
had to check the Lyft app to ensure it was the correct car, and it was. A gray Honda Civic. I got in and greeted the driver, whose name was Sahil. I attempted to get in the front seat at first, but he told me not to and to sit in the back. That was only the second time I ever tried sitting in the front. That was before I realized it was customary to sit in the back seat.
Mhm.
From
You always
the bar
you
to
always
the train
sit
station
in the
was
back
about
seat.
10 minutes.
I prefer sitting in the back
The
seat.
reason I was taking the train instead of just Ubering the whole way to my house is because I'd be saving about $40. The driver was going very slow, but there was nothing weird about that given the weather outside. I would
Yeah.
expect anyone to drive cautiously in a torrential downpour like this one.
Yeah, I guess
The
that's kind
driver
of true.
didn't take the highway route. He
Ooh.
took us down the side roads. I wasn't
Okay.
concerned about missing my train, though. I had plenty of time. I wasn't concerned until the driver said something under his breath and then pulled the car to the side of the road.
Oh
I looked
no.
up from my phone to see why. I saw a man in the pouring rain waving his hands in the air. I almost asked if he was stopping to pick him up, but I just observed. And yes, the man on the street got in the back passenger seat next to me. He was soaking wet. He kept his black hood on in the car. I scooped
Yo, y'all think it's a setup? Cause this might be a setup. Like, I don't understand what goes through people's minds of why would they like want to harm a random stranger. Like, I don't understand what goes through their minds. Like, bro, if you want to hurt somebody that you're if you want to hurt like an Uber driver or a Lyft driver or any type of driver, and like you don't know them at all, they're like complete strangers. If you just get a thought about doing that, you need some help. Because I don't understand what goes through these people's minds. Like, if they knew the person, I guess there's some sort of like motivation, there's some sort of intent, but like, there's some sort of motive. That's like, I don't mean motivation. There's some sort of motive for them like going after that person. But like, this is different. Like, when you go after someone random that you don't even know, there's really is no motive. Like, you're just sick in the head.
it all the way over to the left.
Like,
I
just
was expecting the man and the
like
driver
harming
to exchange some
innocent
kind of
people
words,
that you
but
don't
they
know.
didn't. Did they know
Like,
each
I don't
other?
understand those people.
I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, it's probably a setup.
During the ride, I felt in the corner of my eyes the feeling of that man next to me looking at me. Maybe he
Ooh.
was looking out my window, so I shot a quick half-second glance to him. But I was wrong. He was looking at me.
Ooh.
On top of it, as the drive progressed, I started paying more attention to the route we were taking. It wasn't the right way to the train station. I tried to sneak a peek at the driver's phone screen to see if maybe he was following some incorrect route,
No.
but he seemed to have his phone on his lap, unlike most Lyft drivers who have their phones mounted on the dashboard. I politely
Nah, you're
said,
getting.
I think we're going the wrong way.
You're getting.
He replied something
you're
in
under
such a
setup,
low tone
bro.
mixed with a thick accent
getting
that I
set
had a
up.
hard time understanding it. By the third time I asked him to repeat himself, I finally just repeated myself and said we're going the wrong way. I confirmed this by checking the map on my phone. The driver didn't acknowledge me. I felt as
Nah,
though
you're
the man
done.
next to me was inching
You're
closer
done,
every
bro.
minute. He also wouldn't stop staring at me. Eventually, I asked the driver to pull over and canceled the ride. No acknowledgement. The driver was blowing stop signs, and there were no stoplights anywhere on these side roads.
I don't get
So
I don't
really
get
have a
these
good
people
time
to be
escape,
honest.
but I knew I was
Like,
about to
why are
be
you
their victim of
intentionally
something.
harming someone that you don't
This
know?
was some kind of trap. So
Yeah.
I decided I was going to jump out of the car when I had the chance.
Jump out of the car, then run to the
On a
woods.
street with woods on one side, which was perfect for me to make my escape.
Yeah, just run to the
I
woods.
was going probably 15 to 20 miles per hour. I opened the car.
If it's
and
that
got
slow,
down.
then get out.
The two men screamed stuff in a different language, I'm guessing to each other. My impact with the ground was obviously painful, but I think the layer of water on the street might have cushioned my fall a little bit.
Nah, just run, bro.
The car completely
Run.
stopped, and I saw the man who was next to me get out.
Run.
I had to get on
Run
my
to
feet
the
and
woods.
run into the woods.
Run. Yeah.
I heard him chasing after me for a little bit, but there was no shot he'd find me. I heard him yell something back to the car. It sounded like it was in Russian. Then he ran back to the car and they drove off. I immediately called an Uber instead of a Lyft this time. And this
Isn't that
time
the
I
same
was brought
thing?
safely to the train station. While on the train, I went ahead and filed an online police report, and then contacted Lyft and reported the driver. The next day, I also went to the police station and reported the whole incident. But here's where the bomb was dropped. There was a gray Honda Civic reported stolen just the night before. I gave them every last detail I could remember, and
Ooh.
eventually I was on my way. I left that police station contemplating my life, and just how narrowly I may have escaped with my life.
Alright. Yeah, the originally here is supposed to be like the thing. Damn, bro. But like, that's creepy. I wouldn't say that's creepy, but like, that's what something I would probably do. Then again, like, I don't think I'll ever use Uber. I have a couple of friends that could like pick me up whenever. So I like taking an Uber. I'm trusting my friends to, like, do something. Or I'm just gonna bus. But like, damn, bro. Like, I would have done the same thing too. There's woods, and like, there's like a setup going on. I'm jumping out.
Okay, I used to be up to no good, hey. Now I got all of these shows booked, okay. Now I'm the man in my whole hood, damn, hey. Think I'm doing pretty well, pretty well. I used to be up to